Do you remember the mic at the comedy festival that scared us all? That was crazy. All right, so happy Thursday, guys. It's the time of year where 4 o'clock is bedtime, pretty much. And I was wondering why Delia wanted to host an open mic at midnight, but then realizing it's 7 o'clock. So appreciate you, Delia, getting me out of the house. We've reached a time of year where if you sit down after you get home from work, you're not doing anything else all night. Like, I've offered my son cereal for dinner probably 7 times in the last 2 weeks since daylight savings hit. I hate being alive after dark. And then also I realized, people, when you get to know them, they're like, are you a hot weather person or a cold weather person? And I used to be pretty neutral on that. I didn't really care either way. Anything other than 78 degrees and I'm a little bit grumpy. But I realized hot weather does not make me swear uncontrollably. Whereas cold weather, I get in the car and it sounds like I have Tourette's because I'm just like, what the fuck, cocksucker! And it's uncontrollable. I don't mean to do it. So it turns out I don't like cold weather. So it's going to be a rough couple of months for me. But anyways, on a scale of 1 to 10, how filled with existential dread are you for Thanksgiving next week? Anybody? No. Okay. A 3. Okay, that's healthy. That's healthy. Well, I've got a lot of family members that have been spouting about politics because we just had this beautiful election. And so I'm just, stopping by every head shop in Broome County just to make sure I'm set for next week. I'm also super excited. This is my favorite time of year to have a lot of cousins because I know that our chats after this are going to be lit for weeks as we digest everything that our crazy aunts and uncles said. So I'm looking forward to that. I was recently in bed, relaxing, scrolling social media, as I do all winter long, just hiding under the covers. And I saw a reel that was the spiritual teacher, and he was saying that this wonderful message about how you're never alone, you always have, your ancestors and your higher self and the universe with you. And my first thought was, oh, that's lovely, that's beautiful. And then I looked down at myself and what I had been doing with my alone time, and all I could think was, sorry, Grandma. It's like my ancestors must need a lot of therapy if they can see me at all times. On a side note to that point, I want to write a self-help book, and I'm going to call it Don't Be a Good Girl. The actual title I'd like to use, but I haven't found anyone willing to take it yet, is Don't Be a Good Girl Except for in the Bedroom. Found out today that I've officially reached old age because I wanted coffee and I wound up making a decaf. You don't do that until you're old, right? Yeah. I actually said to myself, I just really want the taste of coffee, but not the caffeine. Yeah. I don't think I'm ever coming back from that. But no, speaking of aging, I used to get up here and preach about how aging is beautiful and fun and we should not be so serious about it, and how I want to be an old lady with long silver hair and flowing through the streets like a crazy banshee. I still want that part, but I'm here to tell a horror story to my young lady friends here, that there's a 5 to 10 year period before that called perimenopause that is pure hell on earth. So just get ready for it. Basically, everything can set me off, and my 6.3 mile commute to work can consist of 4 to 7 mood swings depending on the day. So you have that to look forward to. I feel especially bad for my boyfriend because his wife is in perimenopause, I'm in perimenopause, he has a teenager, he has a preteen. The amount of crying in his household right now is absurd. It's insane. It's ridiculous. And yes, I see some of you did the math there. Monogamy does not work in this economy, I'm sorry. I would start a whole ass commune right now if I could to avoid being at the supermarket looking at an $8.43 pack of chicken and putting it back because this one's $8.21, right? But I realized in thinking about communes a lot that I have no actual trade skills to bring to the table. I'm somewhat funny sometimes, I'm somewhat cute sometimes, never both at the same time, and no skills that I can bring. So I have to start the commune so that they can't kick me out, right? I'm the founder, I'm the elder. And I've got to be a little crazy so they're afraid to try and overthrow me. They got to be a little bit alarmed by me.
So a cult leader.
A cult leader, yeah, basically. I need to be dear leader. Yes, exactly. So that's my goal. Anyone that wants to apply, just reach out after the show. weird segue, but kids these days, right? No, they have no idea how lucky they are. And I realize that's another old person saying. Halloween just came and passed, and it was 70 fucking degrees. How many of us in this room had to have a snowsuit contingency plan for every other Halloween growing up, right? It didn't matter that our Halloween costumes were already trash. Like, I had a smock and a plastic mask, and I was like, I am Jem. And then the girl next to me had a smock and a plastic mask, and she was Punky Brewster. Like, our costumes were terrible, and it was snowing. Now, it's 70 degrees, it's gorgeous. I mean, I guess it's, it's good. My son is 6. I think there was like a rainy year 1 year in the last 6 years, maybe. But it's our trade-off. We've got global warming, the end of the world as we know it probably soon, but we have nice Halloweens. So it's a nice trade-off. And if they're saying Binghamton is a place that has good weather, that there's catastrophe, for sure. Like, there's no other way. This is not normal. The other demographic that's really doing well with the weather right now is the college girls going out in the town. Because I'm sure, ladies, you go out in the snow in a tank top and little cute jeans, you're not wearing a coat, right? And these girls get to go out, and actually it's like 60 and 70 degrees, and that's ridiculous. I went to Dillinger's recently for the first time in probably a decade, and stressing about what to wear because it's been so long. And so I was telling that story about, I was at Oswego, and then it'd be blizzarding, and I'm in a tank top, and someone that we were with, one of our friends, was like, yeah, you do kind of look like you left a PTA meeting, not gonna lie. And I was like, all right, we're gonna go. We're gonna fight. Anyways, I think that's all I've got for tonight, so thanks guys.